Hello and welcome back to Gaming Mornings with Ian here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I'm your host Ian Buckingham, and I am back with my Resident Evil 2 playthrough. God, it's been a while since the last episode went up. Like, I know I don't really have like a set date to be able to do these videos, but I mean, it's got to be like a week and a half. So welcome back. Obviously, I don't know if anybody's going to come in the chat today. Maybe everybody's busy. It is Monday, the 10th of February, 7 minutes past 9. Oh, I don't want to hit start. I don't want to hit start because I know where I'm going. I know where I got to in the last episode. And so we're carrying on back into the sewers. FBI Special Agent Ada Wong. At least that's the name she offered. Viewing Leon with suspicion, Ada kept him at arm's length, never letting it slip as to, oh, okay, we're in the game. So at this point, I'd managed to get into the sewers on my second playthrough of Resident Evil 2. So I'm playing as Leon. That's where we are. And we've managed to throw a bunch of stuff, haven't we? Into the safe box. Barely made it out of the police station. Mr. X was kicking our ass, and then we came into the sewers and we saw the alligator down here. So this is going to be the episode where I die from being eaten by an alligator. That's alright. I'm hoping the audio's fine. See, I haven't had my microphone hooked up in like a week, so I've just been busy. Morning, DJ 1970 Hollow Man review. Man, I love Hollow Man. Don't talk to me about Kevin Bacon. I just watched a film with Kevin Bacon in, and it got inside me, shall we say? No, it wasn't Tremors. What? So, have we got any health? No, we haven't got any health, and we're on caution. Ada's just kind of chilling, doing her thing. Hey, walking around in my trench coat. Bit of a French fancy kind of. I like how the wind blows your coat. Ada, I don't want to get eaten. Oh, Jesus Christ! Again?
It's not too late to turn back.
Oh,
Leon.
shove it!
No chance.
Like I'm too far in this shit now. I've got to keep going. So yeah, it's been a while since I got a video up. Man, it's been busy. What up, Jake Adams? Popping a morning to you.
Ugh.
Face down in the sewers at this time of the
this
morning.
Is the right way?
Yeah, so we've been here at Casa del Buckingham. We've been dealing with a bit of a family emergency kind of thing. Obviously, I don't want to go into too many details, but it's nothing massive, really, I suppose. Oh, Christ. Giant alligator. Okay. Yeah.
Leon, get out of there!
Right. Run. Yes, run. Okay, I'm running towards the camera. Okay, this is no, don't slow down with the stuff. He's gonna. Yeah, I felt that was coming. I felt that was hitting. What up, Matt Midgley? What up, Surfside Adams? Oh, Surfside Arms. Sorry, Surfside Arms. So yeah, 10 past 9, and I've already been eaten by an alligator. That's a record. I'm happy with that. I could probably turn the stream off now and be like, yep, everybody watch me die. Where's my boy Ben Ray? I need him to tell me how to kill this thing. Like, I was trying to avoid the. Yes, let's go. Just go. Okay, Leon, don't slow down with any of the stuff. Don't. Oh, okay, right. So we can dodge his mouth. That's not automatic. Okay, let's run this side. God, Jesus. I love this movie. I love Alligator. Alligator from 1980s with the cop being chased by the alligator underneath the sewers. That's one of the best monster movies ever made. Oh, you guys. Thank you. Should it? Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
shooting alligators in the face never gets old. I just feel really bad that it's over. I kind of want to do it again. Huh. Well, should have really expected it. Okay, well that's that over.
Leon, up here.
Is that a victory? I mean, instantly
What
killing
the
it.
hell was?
Just get up here.
Just get up here, Spunkmeyer. So we've been dealing with just a family member who's 81 years old, shall we say, and it really
Can't say I didn't
puts
warn you.
things into perspective.
You said the virus
Like, obviously,
turned
I'm not trying to
people
go like
into monsters, not
lesson
reptiles.
lecturing or anything like that,
Fair
but
point.
I have spent
I'm
a
just
few
impressed you
days
made
in
it in one
hospital
piece.
last week with this family member, and I was sat there at one point. She was just having a little nap because we got tired, just laughing and joking. And I'm just sat there quietly in the chair, just looking around the room. And there's like 4 or 5 other women on this ward
So let me get this straight.
who are all of a certain
Umbrella sells
age. They're
monsters
like
that to
between
who?
60 and 80.
Our military? Somebody
And
else's?
the hospital was
Don't
calm.
sell the monsters.
I've got to give
We sell
credit
the
to
viruses
anybody and
And the
everybody
net is
who works as a
made
medical
viruses.
practitioner at any
Scary
aspect
that
in
alligator was.
hospitals,
The net is far
even
more
the cleaners.
dangerous.
Big up the cleaners. They're all calm as well, just walking around, just doing their day-to-day thing, and your mind starts making jokes like, "Oh, imagine a zombie apocalypse kicking off like right now. What would you do?" And I'm just sat there, just thinking to myself, and I'm thinking, well, I'd be screwed because all these little old ladies look all frail, but once they turn into flesh-eating zombies, like they're gone. But nothing obviously did happen. I wouldn't be sitting here playing Resident Evil 2, would I? But I expected that as well. I kind of expected like this is just normal, as normal can be. You get to one of us at least, all of us here, one of us is going to reach the age of what, 80, 90,
Birkin.
and be sat there thinking, Jesus Christ, my
Not
bladder
much
can't
time.
work at all.
Need to
I
dispose
remember,
of it. We're here for the
drinking like 20 Irishmen under the table once.
That's not gonna happen. I'm warning you, Doctor. Oh yeah?
Hey,
Nice.
Stop!
I mean, I've really been considering like where Kirk Douglas was, at 103. 103.
Didn't expect that from a scientist.
Michael Douglas probably just
Leon.
just kept feeding him,
forget about me.
feeding him.
Just go.
Like, we need you alive,
Stop
Dad, so
her
we can just
before
keep
she gets away.
claiming the money off the Douglas name. Oh, right, yeah, just realised he's got wounded, hasn't he? So I had to play as Ada now. Ooh, she's taking the coat off.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of a net.
What?
If it's not on her, it must be in the nest.
Nest is the same place from
Once it's in hand, I'll
Transformers,
cross
right? I'm pretty sure I was watching I saw a clip of Dark Side of the Moon last night, and they were picking up the things.
You can run a net,
Leonard Nimoy's
but you
character
can't hide.
uses to bring Cybertron in. Right. Just like playing as Claire, and she's probably got a mean ass kick as well. Okay, need power on for that. Yeah, obviously. What's that sprouting from his? Is that his arm? No, that's a. There's too many freaky things in this blooming game. Okay, so that's locked. I swear I just tried this. This has got no power. Okay, Leon. Ladder. Camouflaged in the background. Morning, John Grant. Morning, boss. I'm ready for the Resident Evil 3 for PC. Just installed a 5700XT into this PC and my body is ready. My body is ready. Okay, use the EMF visualizer to track wiring and hack electronic equipment.
Secret weapon time.
Ooh. Oh, I have to do it from here? Oh, where's the I wouldn't got the Okay. Now we go. Okay, so that turns that off. I'm assuming we can climb up to get it. About... Oh. Goddamn puzzles. I'm expecting her to climb up the ladder, but she's not. So... we turn on... This can be turned on. I get that. Why is it not? Wait for it, wait for it. There we go. Oh, right, okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Ah.
Candy from a baby.
I knew I'd get it. I knew I'd get it. I'm again, you know, this is all still new to me, and I've literally just had like a week off of Resident Evil. It's those things. I remember the cockroaches. I remember the cockroaches. Obviously, I've been keeping up with my streak. And 274 days today. I have actually possibly found somebody else who's got it. So, I would like to communicate with them. Lock on, lock on, lock on, not locking on. Where's the... Come on. Oh, right. Let's spin this up. Here. You don't have to wait for it to go yellow to activate. You just need to activate it. So I'm just making sure the audio is fine. You know, I haven't put anything on. I'll be honest, I do miss Red Dead and Artex the Horse. Oh, thanks, Iona. I almost did Red Dead today instead of Resident Evil. I was just like, oh, you know, I really just don't want to do another episode. Oh, okay. Get back into it. Yeah, let's just pick that up. No reason. Shut up. Just no. Still locked. I should really put you down. Oh, where have you gone? Where have you gone? There you go. I'm gonna put you down. It's a shame I just can't kick him in the face. That'd be great. Push it. You got a key? No, you haven't. But you have got this thing, so... Where's it gone? You are... Ah. Hmm. first. Let's make sure he dies. Thank you. Noises put me off. Okay, so blue box connected by the wire goes down all the way along here to the door. See, now my brain's going into detective mode. What up, Chris? So, like Batman. Okay, so we activate this. Is it unlocked? Nope. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. See, why can't I just kick you in the face? Like, I should have like a quick action and just be like, Pya! Kill you. Okay, so it turns red and it turns yellow and it turns blue. Oh, there we go. There we go. I knew I'd get it. I just had to persevere. Perseverance, the word of the day. It's just the same word every day. Perseverance. Reload. Ah, see, I'm remembering to reload. The Battle Royale review was tight, man. Feel like watching it again. Gonna read the book this year. It's been on my list for ages. Thanks, Geordie. Man, Battle Royale is an amazing film. Like I said, the first time I watched it, I was just like, how are not more people talking about this? This black and... Not black and white. That was Ring, sorry. Kind of black and white. But... zombies everywhere. You know, these kids are being sent to an island to kill each other off. Ah, no, I shouldn't have run past. I always do forget to bring up Lord of the Flies when I'm talking about it. And it's always brought up when other people talk about it. Good. I'm gonna put you down. I want to put you down, but I don't want to waste the ammo. That's a dead end. Why not come in here? It's a dead end. Why haven't you got a torch, Ada? I always tap. I don't need to tap. Tapping does shit. Why hasn't she got like a special ability? Oh no, get away, get away. Okay, we were just there, so this way, and this is a light, so that's new. Ah, Jesus, wept. Of course she's still alive, or undead, whatever. Ammo! Let's grab that ammo. And a flashbang. Okay. Obviously we don't have a map. Oh, we do have a map. Okay. Take a sip of tea. Just leave it alone for 5 minutes. Should be able to. Ah, Jesus. Stealth zombies. Fuck, that's 4 of them. There's 4 of them! Right there. And I'm getting lost because I'm just going in a straight line. Okay, can we pop this? Can we pop the fire hydrant before I shoot it? Okay. Loop up. Loop up. Nope. Nope. Christ. Damn it. There we go. Come on, turn around. I need a torch. Shit. Ah! Reload. Oh yeah, don't forget, there's a quick turn. I don't remember there's a quick turn. Oh, popped in. In the dark. Stop. Oh shit. Ah. Hold it together and breathe. Ah. Oh, Christ. His friend's back up. Okay, if I get anything out of today, that I think was quite good shooting. So, I'm going to just go with that. It's quieter as well now. I mean, boss, you're a police officer. Oh, what the? Ugh, now I'm just wasting ammo. Did I see stairs? I saw stairs, didn't I? There, that's the stairs we came in. I'm completely lost. There's a door down here. That brings me down to the stairs. We need to get here. That. Let's have a look. Got a complete turn around in there, so yeah. Yes, yeah, because that's the. Oh, no. I just realised that's the guy with the. Fucking kick him in the face, Ada! Stab him in the face with the stiletto. Damn it, that was a rookie mistake. We had 22 ammo. Killed 5 zombies. It's fair, I suppose. Fair to take away. Ah! Piss off. We need to get into there. Wherever that is. Don't have a torch, woman? Forward, no. Right. Left. Okay. This is definitely a dead end. Play it in the dark, they said. Makes more atmosphere. Yeah, I'm terrified out of my pants at the moment. I'm lost. I think that's what probably I have the biggest fear of in a terrible situation is not guns or bullets or death or zombies or, you know, werewolves, vampires, nuclear missiles, you know, anything and everything coming. It's maybe getting lost. Like, death is fine. Getting lost is different. Jesus. Now I'm completely lost. Back this way. Alright, check the comment section. I'm Victoria. From Victoria, it's creeping up. I hope the floods come here. Oh man, I don't want floods. It was raining like shit last night. Spiral thoughts, Ian. Oh, Spiral. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Saw. I really do. Like, this is, yeah, like, this is probably what I feel like. I'm stuck in a Saw trap right now. I've always loved Saw. Like, the first one got me because I knew the story before I'd even watched it. This is before Wikipedia. I was so good at guessing who the killer was in a horror movie. Oh, fuck's sake, look at him. Right there. You know, because I've been watching so many horror movies that somebody said to me, you know, um, you've got 2 guys locked in a room, they're chained in a bathroom, and there's a dead body in the room. Who's the killer? And I thought about it for a second, and I was just like, the dead guy. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's got to be the dead guy. If the other 2 guys are chained to the wall, you know, the dead guy has to be connected to it somehow. And they were like, oh, have you seen it? And I'm just like, no. And immediately then I'd realized I'd guessed who the killer was. So then when I watched the film, I was like, okay, I was really good. Like, he left them and they're dead now and he's gone. And I'm completely lost up in here. So I'm going to go back up here. We know we don't want to go back in that room because we came through that room. We want to get up there. That's where we want to get to. There's a ladder. I bet you there's a ladder and I've run past it like 6 times. Is there a ladder, guys? Probably. Saw 2, it was the typical a sequel method, wasn't it? Up the kills a bit more. But then they took that guy away at the end, and I was just like, okay. So I have to see the third one now because I have no idea what the hell's going on. And then the third one happened, and spoilers, Jigsaw is killed. Now, Jigsaw had never been a supernatural killer at any point. He'd always been human. In fact, he'd seemed pretty weak, and that's why he needed the traps. And the traps, all the way up to number 3, the people had been guilty of something and had been put in this trap, which at the end you were like, oh, if he'd just done that right at the beginning, they'd all be alive. Like I am now. I'm like, oh, if I could find the way out of this fucking hellhole right now, I'd be fine. Um, and then, where are we on now? So he's dead. Number 4, he's got the tape back. We bring in Hoffman, and we start to understand the legacy of what Jigsaw had been doing, and that, actually, there's like a whole group of them out there. You know, there's a whole group of these people who've all been changed, much like I always forget her name, but she's the main girl in the first one. Well, not the main girl. She's the bear trap girl from the first one, the actress. Where the hell am I going, guys? Hey, AD Boggs. Hey, and I love the channel, but for the next movie review, please do Death Machine, Brad Dourif at his finest. I'm sure I could convince Gary to do Brad Dourif at some point, but we do have a long Patreon list, so they are taking priority at the moment. So obviously, if you have chance, head over there and maybe take a look. Amanda, is it Amanda from Jigsaw with the bear trap? And she was the main girl in the second one, and she kills the girl. No, she kills Jigsaw in the third one because she doesn't get the lesson. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm still stuck in this place. Right, get the map out. The door is right there, so we have to go under here and get up there. I'm gonna shoot that extinguisher in a minute if I run past it again. Come on, Ben Ray, where am I? Where am I lost? What am I doing? Somebody else must have been able to play Resident Evil as well and been like, Ian, you're going the wrong way. See, I want to go through there. Like, sneak through there. You're small enough. The dress might rip, but... Alright, this is totally a dead end. And there's no icon to say climb up, so I'm literally doing what I always do and just run around in a Resident Evil game, tapping A on the walls. That's okay. Because I'm also talking about Saw. The most recent Saw movie, I wasn't too keen on. Like the one that was it Saw? No, Jigsaw, and it came out. Obviously, I'll try not to spoil that one for anybody who hasn't seen it, but, you know, he's still dead, which I think is great. Using the guy who plays Jigsaw is great, but you're going to have to pass the legacy on to somebody else. And that's what they're kind of doing. You know, they're trying to say, hey, there's other people with this ideology, and they're just going to grab people and put them in traps. So then along comes Chris Rock, and I'm like, Chris Rock likes Jigsaw? That is so fucking sweet. Like, because I like Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock is great. And he's producing the movie, I think. Putting money into it. Oh, let's just try that electric thing. Here. Aha! Of course, I've been running past it like 20 million times. Nope. Right, can't lock onto that. So there must be a thing around here. Yeah, and it's got Samuel L. Jackson in, which I think is cool because it's Samuel L. Jackson. Like, he's gonna die. You bet. Spoilers. Samuel L. Jackson is gonna die in the next Saw movie from a really weird trap. Chris Rock, I think, is gonna be the one going through the traps. And if memory serves, he'll probably be a bad guy in some respite, and we will have to ask ourselves as the audience, do we want him to get off or not? Like, a lot of his friends will probably die leading up to that point, or maybe people he's worked with or helped, the usual spiel. And we'll be sat there like, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Maybe he'll get convinced to join them. Spoilers. Like at the end, he's like fully changed, and they come forward. Kind of like Carrie Yule steps out and hands him his own pig mask and gown, and it's like dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Sorry. Yeah, I got right into the source shit there. I actually have the special edition box set movies 1 to 5 when they came out, and they came out in this little box set with a tape player motif. So it actually has a button that you press and it plays that music. I know it's great. It's great. I love Saw. Like I didn't think anything could be better than Halloween, and you know how I feel about Halloween. Saw surpasses it. Like it's Rocky. I know it's Rocky. Come on, people. Like this isn't my first barn dance. But at the same time, I can't believe I made it through. Brilliant. It only took me 30 freaking minutes. Oh Jesus wept. Sorry, I have to get back into the moment. Yeah, Saw always surpassed it because it always ended with a motif of there's never an innocent. Everybody in the Saw movies have been bad guys. The only like for even Tobin Bell, that's right. Tobin Bell's the actor, but Jigsaw himself, I'm trying to remember the character's name. He's justified. Like everybody kind of knows how much I love my son if you follow the show, and you know like he's way up. It goes the wife, him, then me in my view of the world. And when my wife was pregnant with him.
Persistent bastard.
Oh Jesus, where is he? Where is he? He's over here. When my wife was pregnant with him, Jigsaw Saw 4 had just come out, I think. So Saw 4 or Saw 5, and it's the one where spoilers. It's the one where his wife loses their son. Like she's in work as the doctor, and the drug addict comes in. Oh shit, I know. The drug addict comes into the hospital and kicks open a door by accident, or he's trying to steal something, and the door hits the wife in the belly and kills the baby. And it's obviously it's absolutely devastating. And Tobin Bell's character Jigsaw just kind of goes mental. He gets cancer. He tries to commit suicide. He doesn't die. And he garners this whole Jesus wept. This whole respect for life attitude, doesn't he? Come on, come for the door. I'm gonna use the animation again. Thank you. Ah, you cheeky Capcom bastards! Run! He garnered this whole new respect for life, but obviously in a sick, psychopathic kind of way, because he just lost all meaning of the will to live, and then constructed these traps. And I was on knife edge when my wife was pregnant. Jesus, I was just like praying every day. I still do. That nothing bad ever happens. And sweet, I got through that. Where was I? The fact that after the film's finished and Dylan was born and obviously raised him to 10 years old, I'm just like, yeah, I totally get Jigsaw. Like I'm up there. Some days you just kind of look at the Joker and you're like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Like I obviously I don't go around with like an M4 or anything like that and shoot up a post office or anything. I'm not saying that people should, but you know, where were we? Mr. X makes me think of American History X. Oh man, that film's harsh as well. Edward Norton in those shorts at the beginning with the swastika. And it's got such a harsh ending as well because it all kind of pays off, but in only it when I finished watching that movie, I just completely understood the factor that violence brings violence. And obviously it doesn't matter which end of the spectrum you're on, you will probably end up dead um, in those kind of situations. But Edward Norton and Edward Furlong, Skeet Ulrich? No, it's not Skeet Ulrich. Is it Stacy Keach? God, thinking of some classic names. I'm trying to think of all the Nazi skinheads in that movie. Fairuza Balk is. Oh, Fairuza Balk would be my Ada Wong, actually. Yeah, right there, Fairuza Balk. Erica and Ian, I'm literally watching Tekken 2010. I'm sorry you had to witness this film. Why are you watching that film? I mean, in fairness, I had a hankering for that movie while watching another movie at one point because it was just like the movie I was watching was so terrible. I wanted to watch Tekken. Wristband, sweet. Oh, obvious trap.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not
Julie
the only
Benz
character
would
in
play a really good Annette.
it. Realize that.
Julie Benz and Fairuza Balk, Resident Evil. That's what they should do. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna so die. I am so dead. I'm just saying it right now. What was I doing? Wristband. No fruit. Okay. So, oh, electric thing. Where's the switch? Bag 'em. Okay. There. No. No. There. Why can't I get that one? Okay. Faster. That's a switch. Switch. Is it friggin' too late? There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. Activate. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Um. There. Oh shit. 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 Run, run, run.
That bitch knows.
3 seconds. I just looked. I'm like, 3 seconds. The witchy lady here. Hey, and quick question. If a Ghostbuster walks into a hospital, is it considered spawn camping? Harsh. Harsh. Well, it depends on if they attack. Do they hit the body with the proton pack and just eradicate the ghost right there and then? Or would you sit the ghost trap on the body and as the person's like, and they come out, they're then immediately zapped back into. And well, you wouldn't do it to good. Do you do it to all spirits? Ghost busting, even good ones, primarily bad ones, right? They've only ever really caught bad ones that are lingering, and then trap them in the generator. What's it called? The Ghostbuster storage. Come on, people. What's it called?
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October
Oh,
1st.
8 days
Please
before my wife's
return
birthday.
before this
Okay.
date.
7 days before Gary's. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just totally feeling like I'm so soreish right now. I'm so soreish. Did I want to go through here? Maybe. Yes, because I want to go back. Want to go back, dun, 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 back to school again. That's right. I threw in some Grease 2. That's what you get here. Grease 2 is the best sequel ever made. Fight me if you don't like it. The first one. What's the first one? The first one makes no sense. A flying car at the end. What are they on? Drugs? You know, John Travolta just dancing? No, no. You want some Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, where are we going? This way. No, that a dead end? That's a dead end? Yes, that's a dead end. That will take us to the save point, back to the incinerator, so we want to, yeah, okay, so we want to go this way. Like, Grease 1's alright, you know, don't get me wrong, it did start, but the sequel, I just think, had a really great concept, and they tried to advertise it so brilliantly, but people were so overwhelmed by the originality of the first one, which I'm like, that's not fair. That's like saying there should be no Terminator 2 or Psycho 2, you know, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Ian, I bet you're excited for Resident Evil 3. I'm more excited for Doom, actually. Doom is like around the corner. It's coming, people. It's coming.
Is your husband still
Like, a
alive?
dream of mine would be that Doom releases, and as soon as I put it in my Xbox, a portal opens and demons of hell spawn forth, and the whole world is invaded, right? And it's like fucking, like, it's everything you guys have ever dreamed of just wanting to survive. And my Xbox like takes on form and just like engulfs me in the Patreon armor. And it's just like, Ian, you have been chosen to save the world. It's like, of course, baby, come on in. I'm not going online. I can't go online. I think I should just leave my online for Red Dead. That's gonna hurt, Ada.
Where's Leon when I need him?
What? Wait. So she goes from badass secret agent to, oh, I'm allergic to blood and I'm gonna pass out because I've stabbed myself in the leg. Terrible agent. I mean, James Bond's been like stabbed loads of times. If Grease 2 had any other name than Grease 2, it would be considered a great movie. No, Grease 2. There we go. Pow, right there. Grease 2, just like Predator 2. Pow, right there. You know, to some people, Grease 2 is their Tekken 2. And Tekken 2, oh my god. I should go back for who was watching Tekken. Whoever was watching Tekken, you should definitely watch Tekken 2 straight after. There you go, Erican. Yeah, watch Tekken 2 straight after. That film sucks, but it's got some great moments. You know, it's got some horrible moments. I watched The Substitute with Tom Berenger on Netflix during last week. Oh, alright, oh yeah. So I don't go the way that she goes. I go my own way. You can go your own way. Door's locked. I'm gonna get totally lost again. Yeah. Knew it. Yeah, so I was watching The Substitute with Tom Berenger. I haven't seen that film since I was like a teenager. And, you know, Tom Berenger plays a mercenary who goes back to his girlfriend's, and his girlfriend's a teacher in a South Central Los Angeles school. You know, your atypical demolition man high school. And she's badly injured and by a gang. So Tom Berenger takes it upon himself to go into the school and find out what the hell's going on. And I was like, oh wow, I haven't seen this in years. And I watched it, and I've watched it again, and it's the most corniest, stupid ass movie ever. But it was amazing because there was this moment where he stood in front of the kids You know, all I wanted to watch as well was Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer again. And he stood in front of the school, the class, and he's talking about, you know, being in Vietnam and how he'd lost friends, and the kids are listening to him, which is really good. But all I wanted to do was just cut into flashbacks of Barnes from Platoon. You know, it's like, did you lose any friends, any homeboys? And he's just like, it's flashbacks to him shooting William Dafoe. He's like, yeah, I lost friends. But it's Ernie Hudson as well. Ernie Hudson being the bad guy, which is great. Like, he's a terrible, terrible bad guy. If you've ever seen No Escape, he's terrible in that. Um, is this place is gonna have the death things, isn't it? Left or right? Left or right? Well, this one's not well lit, so let's go down this one. Actually, is there a map? Right, that looks blocked, and that looks blocked with stairs. So let's check the blocked first, just to make sure there's no ammo, right? No, we always do that. Oh, there's zombies. Oh, look at that. My instincts kicked in. But yeah, check out the substitute, just to see how silly it is. Hey Shelby Balland! Oh, hey to everybody who's come in while I'm playing Resident Evil 2. Obviously, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and fist bumps to absolutely everybody who's joined. It's just, obviously, I don't want to die again. So, I haven't died since the alligator, which is quite impressive. And I kicked ass on that incinerator. Hey Ian, quick question. I know you guys have reviewed all the live-action Resident Evil movies, but have you seen any of the animated films? If you do, have you any thoughts on them? Fist bumps, Dave. I've seen. Oh, hello. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, yeah. I was hoping he'd like fully dive in. After the live action movies, I have seen. Damn, I bought Regeneration, which I think is the airport one, isn't it? Which was okay. I haven't seen Damnation all the way through, which is the one with Leon. I've seen snippets of it online and just watched like the mutation sequences and the zombie killing sequences, because you know these films are like, they're like an hour and a half, and you get like 30-40 minutes of animated zombie gloriness, and then you get like 40 minutes of just kind of animated talking where they explain why this whole thing's happening, and then there's like a chase sequence or something to fill out the other 20 minutes. Plugs. Okay, we're totally gonna get lost now. Where's my tool? I wish I had that electric tool right now. I could see through walls. But they all looked really, really good. I mean, they totally looked better than the movies. There was a zombie right there. Yeah, I saw it. I don't want to wait yet. I'm just gonna go through the door. No, it's locked. Okay. Just use it. Just use it. Get out of the way. Ah, grenades all round. It's a birthday party. Happy birthday. Yeah, what was I? So, always did like the animated films. By that point, though, I'd... Nice. Okay, so... Yeah, I didn't really want to do that. Do I have to go back down? Is that raise that? No. Nope. And that's locked as well. I need the key from the body, don't I? There's a key with a body. Yeah, because I've been playing all the games up to that point. Like I said, I've done Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and 4. Needed to get around to doing 5 and 6, and then I had also done Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles at that point. And the games themselves were kind of stemming away from Umbrella, but it was just another corporate faction that had got hold of the G virus and was using it and obviously being idiots. And because those things are down here, aren't they? Those things. And so then when the films came along and they're just like, oh, we've just got this another pharmaceutical company. I'm like, sweet. And then it's so dark. It's gonna be death. I have to slide down into the death room. I do have to slide down into the death room, don't I? You eat your grenade and you'll like it. Yeah, but I've just wasted them and I have to come into the death room. Actually, the shotgun might be a bit better on. I haven't got that many rounds. If only they were blind, like the lickers. I need the crank to open that. Get that plant. Get that plant because that will stop me from being poisoned. What are we on? You know, almost 10 o'clock. Hear it. It's like right there. Just keep moving. Just keep moving actually. Unless they slide in front of you, just keep moving. Don't sit around, pissing around. I want to run, but if I run, I'm going to wake all of them up. There's one right down there. I see you. And I use those fucking grenades, pardon my French. Let's just shoot it.
What the hell?
Go. Go, 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 go. Up. We need more grenades. Totally need more grenades. Whew, okay. Right. I kind of recollect where I am now, what I need to do, but why hasn't Claire already done this? Shouldn't I really be ahead of her? Or behind her? Where am I? I don't know. Like, I have the plug and she doesn't have the plug. Okay. Hey, Leon, left this plug for you, just in case you needed it. Director Owens.
Where'd she go?
I immediately always think Owen Hart whenever I see the name Owen. He's always been the most memorable Owen to me. Ah, buttface. What was that note? What did it say? Anything in there? It was you all. Man, Ben Ray, where are you? I need the code. Games made of cardboard. Hello, hello, games made cardboard. Ben Ray, what's this? What's the Leon code? So I can get there. I was there when Owen Hart died. That was horrible to watch. Yeah, man. I remember going into school the very next day, and this girl that I knew. Well, I didn't know actually watched wrestling, but I knew through school. She came up to me and she knew I was a wrestling fan. She was like, "Oh my God, Ian, have you heard?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Owen Hart's dead." I'm like, "What?" You know, like 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, 13, 14 years old, 15. And she's like, "Yeah, my
Don't
dad
like
told
the
me this
sound of
morning
that.
he was up watching the wrestling last night," and I'm like, "No way!" And then I, you know, no internet back then, and nobody in school was talking about wrestling, so you know, I just went throughout my
Hey
day
there.
with this thought, like, really? And then it wasn't until
I'm
like
coming, Ada.
the day after, I think it was in the papers about obviously tragedy, wrestler dies. I was like, literally just watched him on Raw like a couple of days before. You know, it was just crazy, crazy. Did anybody see the eulogy from The Rock for his dad, the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson, R.I.P. Man, I wept a little bit with that eulogy. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment might have delivered the most electrifying, you know, eulogy ever. Don't hurt him. did you expect? I like how his shoes. Oh, his shoes is just like still on. This is kind of. How did Owen Hart die? He
Virus.
fell from the
I bet those
rafters
rats
of
sweat.
a stadium that they were doing an event at. He was signed up to be the Blue Blazer, which was his wrestling persona, and he was to abseil down from the rafters into the ring. You know, much like Shawn Michaels had done many years before in at WrestleMania. Um, and yeah, is it the Lightning Hawk that takes that ammo? No, yes, no. Wish I had some more Lightning Hawk from my Robocop gun. And yeah, he was, I think, you know, accident wise, he was, you know, just not attached, and he fell and hit the ring, which was devastating. So, I'm just going to take a break for 2 seconds to head to the little boys' room. I will be right back. I'm just going to quickly save us so nothing crashes. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm back. Right. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, Leon. I'm feeling better now. Okay. We have to get to Ada, who's in that room. We got the plugs, haven't we? Right, okay. How many plugs have we got here? Find the butt plugs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's in that. Yeah, it's in that other door. I need to get that other door open. Map. Ah. Not that I need it, because oh, there's ammo in here? Yes. The magic of ammo. Boom shakalaka. Activation. Bring that back down. Birds of Prey was awesome. The 4DX seat kicked the shit out of me. Yeah, what was that like? I mean, like, how does that work? I'm not entirely sure if I'm comfortable in having my chair move around while a film goes on. I just, like, I can only think of specific sequences that it would happen. Like, were there jump scares in Birds of Prey that, you know, the chair threw you, or was it mainly just the car sequences? Has anybody else been to the 4DX seats? It feels like a roller coaster. What, like through the whole talking sequences as well? You know, man, need codes. Ben Ray, I need codes. Mix those two together, I suppose. Anybody got the code for this one? Probably not. I love the Substitute 1 and 2. Yes, Jake Adams. I actually wikied the sequels with Treat Williams. Man, I love Treat Williams. Great actor. I really want to do the zombie movie with him where he's the cop, the buddy cop movie with the voodoo with Gary. I think Gary would really, really love that movie. It's death down there, isn't it? Yes, there's so much death around here. You can kind of smell it in the air. You're like, that is a healthy smell of death there. Hello.
What the fuck?
There's always more than one. Right. Let's get lost for a few minutes and then work out where we are and then find the way after about half an hour. So we need the crank there. You're dead. That was looping. Just loop with your thumb. Is that green plant? Yes. Thought so. So we're going to combine those together. So we've got that. And we're going to activate that. I want to kill him because he's just going to be annoying and be there when I come back. But I don't want to waste the ammo. And we're going to keep that grenade for... Oh, no. I want to do the other way. I want to equip that. Because I know those things are going to be coming in a minute. And I want to pop one in there. Birds of Prey, 33.7 million debut. DC's worst opening in a decade. You know, at the moment, I mean, I like DC movies. I said it. I like Suicide Squad. You know, people are like Suicide Squad's terrible, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't care. I liked it. It had Harley Quinn in it. I was all over that. Jared Leto was kind of fun as the fucking Joker. You know, I know it was had its most horrible moments, but I liked Superman Returns too. People are like, oh, that's the worst Superman movie ever. I'm like, compared to Quest for Peace. I mean, I thought that one was the worst. No, I didn't want to do that. Shit balls. Maybe push you towards it. Beat this thing. Yeah. That was all manners of bullshit. Come on, you would be dead. No. Stab it. Stab it with your knife. There we go. Good man. Just die. Oh, just. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. Go back to subways. No, I'm gonna kill him. Go on, use that one. He's gonna take us. He's gonna take us down anyway. Come on. Oh, I haven't got the machine gun. Freaking oh. Some days you just can't catch a break. Yeah, DC don't really do good movies unless you've got a fan favorite feeling for them. Personally, you know, like I went and saw Batman and Robin in the cinema twice. First time I was like, I can't believe this is so terrible, and then the second movie I was just like, well, you know, what else am I gonna do? Suicide Squad I thought was decent. At least it was good eye candy and had decent action. It was a movie you could tear apart when you look critically at it. You can, and I'm all open for doing that, but sometimes you just watch a crappy movie, don't you? Like, I even like, was it 21 Pilots song? You know, that all my friends are heathens. Love that song. Love the video for it. You know, when Margot Robbie does the whole with her shotgun baseball bat. Yep, you know. I mean, we're going to talk bad movies. We're going to talk bad movies. Sonic the Hedgehog. Jim Carrey. Like, where are we at with that, people? I haven't wikied it yet. You know I'm on that shit. You know I'm wikiing that shit. Should I just load it up and just do it again? No, I shouldn't. I work this way. I should use the blue and green together. Yeah, like, does he need money or has he made it better? Like, it had James Marsden in it. Like, the film was already not going to be doing very well anyway. Is it James Marsden? Yeah. Like, I kind of like James Marsden. He was a good Cyclops. And it's the crank. I needed that. I should have gone back for that. He was a good Cyclops, and I liked him in that Hoppity Hop movie, which I kind of see as just another, like, he's basically doing the same thing as he was in that movie. Imagine if they just computer generated the movie around him. Um, heat resistant safe. Oh, it's on the side, isn't it? Oh yeah. That's why you read that shit. But yeah, I'm like, after films like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then you look at something like Birds of Prey, I said to the wife, I said, look, go to the cinema and watch it with all your girls. You know, Monday she's going out for brunch with the girls, and I'm just like, make a day of it. She's like, really? I was like, unless you want to come back here and help me clean the toilet. She's like, I'll be out. I'm like, yeah, okay. 2 left, 12 right, 8 left. Okay, 2, oh, no, 12. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like balls. Ian, if you want to talk horrible movies, how about Batman and Robin? Man, Batman and Robin's, like I said, it's horrible, but it has its moments, doesn't it? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger pulls off some of the most disgusting lines ever spoken in film. Um, but I'm so glad I opened that safe and found that piece of paper. But he pulls them off. The forecast for tonight, a freeze is coming. You're like, oh my god, Arnie is so bad. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Before Birds of Prey, you had Uma Thurman. Oh yeah, there's the door down here. I can open up that door. Alicia Silverstone. Yeah, I know, but I was young when she turned around in that Batgirl outfit, and I'm like, yeah. George Clooney as well. He was not a bad Batman. After Val Kilmer, because everyone said to me, oh, Batman Forever was absolutely terrible. Like, the press for Batman Forever was massive. Seal made a song for it. U2 made a song for it. There were games coming out for it. Like, the most anticipated Batman movie. We had Batman and Batman Returns, and those two movies had done well. And then Michael Keaton wasn't coming back, so it was like, can they do it again? Here comes Val Kilmer. Oh, everybody loves Val Kilmer. Yeah, let's do it. And there was a massive release for Batman Forever, and then it came out, and people were like, that film was shit. I'll get drive-through. But I was like, really? Like, because I didn't get to see it in the cinema. I was like, really? But it was gonna be yeah. And then the games came out, and they were shit. I mean, they were all right, but they were shit. Oh man. Like, this is unnecessary, people. We're supposed to report damages and things to our supervisors. That's why we have a hierarchy. Hello? No? Okay. Bet you have to unlock that from the outside. Yeah, so Batman Forever had been an absolute bomb. And I was like, okay. And then, yes, AD Boggs. Yes, Alicia Silverstone. What up, Jason Ramazan? What up, Michael Bornstein? You are good at talking. Thank you. I've had many years of practicing my mouth movements. Where was I? Batman Forever. Yeah, Batman Forever had bombed, and the games had bombed, and I couldn't talk to anybody about Batman because everybody hit. And I was massive into Batman. I had the trading cards. When I was a kid, I had the trading cards from the 1989 Batman movie, and my mum made me give them away because those nerdish things, they're just. And to this day, I'm like. People say, why do you hate your parents for? It's like, she made me get rid of my 1989 Batman card collection. Like, really? It's like, that's God. A 1989 collector's edition Batman cards. I ate every piece of chewing gum that came with them, even if they were 2 weeks old.
This is getting worse.
I even had the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle and Ninja Turtle trading cards as well. Yeah, baby. But you're made to just get rid of your childish things. So I say to all of you, if you want to go out and buy toys and shit like that for yourselves, you do it. Try not to let your partner tell you off. But obviously only spend money if you have to, okay? Holding grudges. Yeah, man. My mum made me get rid of my classic Castle Grayskull and all of my He-Man figures. All of my He-Man figures. I had um, the purple velvet battle cat. No, it was yeah, it was the green velvet battle cat and the purple. Oh Jesus, wept. Oh, and the purple one, which was Skeletor's battle cat. Ah, it's bitten my head off. I didn't do my health. Oh, this is gonna grow pretty great. Pull his head off. It's gonna be. Go on, do it. Do it. No. Oh. Yeah, been there. It's hard to compare the Jokers. They're both at different places and chapters. Ledger's Joker was far into Joker's rage. Phoenix Joker was just becoming the Joker. And Jared Leto's Joker is the Joker that went full on into his 90s gangster rap. You know, he went fully into it. Which, in fairness, though, but when you look at like the picture he did of him, you know, where he'd written "ha ha ha ha" all over himself, which I don't think he had in the film. That was a really good image. But the film at the same time, Suicide Squad, I will always say it wasn't about the Joker. It was about Suicide Squad, and massively coming from it was Harley Quinn. You know, which in fairness, I will give kudos to Margot Robbie. Did anybody see the Jim Carrey interview on Graham Norton? I only saw a snippet of it. It's doing circulation round of he's talking to Margot Robbie, and he mentions about obviously how she's getting through just on her pure talents and not on her physical disfigurements. So it sounded like he was trying to make a joke about her being so beautiful that, you know, she gets through on her really good looks, but she's also a great actress as well. But in his own weird, uncomfortable way, people are taking it the wrong way. Well, I wouldn't say the wrong way. I'd say like his comedy hit people differently. Like I totally got it, but at the same time, if Margot Robbie's just like, yeah, he was a complete sleazeball to me, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of not surprised on that either. You know, sorry, Jim, he's gone a bit mad. Oh, it's all the drugs from the 90s. Creepy Carrie. Yeah, Creepy Carrie. Yeah. I was going to say something as I was running down there. I don't know if it was about Resident Evil. I know I have to go back for this safe. Two, 12, 8. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Right, and then run back and save it because I do not really want to open this safe all over again. Because that'd just be annoying as shish kebab. I'm trying to remember. There was something in the back of my mind. I was like, oh, I need to mention that. And I certainly got mine. Change of subject. Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys 3. Like, women are better than men at everything now. Weren't they always, really? Like women have been around for a lot longer than we like to give them credit for. Well, no. How did that come out? No. Women have been doing a lot better things than people have been giving them credit for. It's just, I've noticed as well that breaking down people's condescending tones. Like you know how people say, "Oh, we've gone to that generation now where it's all kind of PG and things like that." It's not. It's like going back to the Jim Carrey question. Like, was he saying something in a joke, banterish kind of way, or was he saying it in a condescending, looking down on somebody kind of way? You know, we don't know because his tone was at a certain pitch, shall we say. And when, you know, like, you watch films, like I watch films from like the 50s and 60s, and the way men talk to women in a particular way, or the way women talk to men and things like that, it was all this hierarchy kind of level stance, you know. You always kind of have to look down on people in a particular position. But you're constantly telling yourself, well, we are all constantly telling ourselves nowadays in particular not to worry about doing that. To worry about that doing more, actually. You know, if you think about it, like Julius Caesar could probably talk down to people in a particular way. Attila the Hun, um, Queen Elizabeth II probably talks down to people in a particular way. But maybe at the same time, she also tries to avoid doing it. That was a green plant down there. Have I still got? No, I haven't. I need more grenades. I want to shoot you in the face, but it's a waste of ammo. I want that green plant.
Just
Oh crap! Ugh. Like I was always being very particular with my tone, you know, and I never meant to. It's just, oh, right in the eye. Thank you. Um, it's just you have a particular way of saying stuff, and you may acquire it from the people who you've grown up with, the environment you've been in, where they've talked down to you. Like your parents will say, "Oh, I don't think you should be doing that because, blah 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 blah." Why not? Why can't I do that? Where nowadays you're kind of encouraging people, aren't you? You're like, "Hey man, why are you doing that?" It's like, well, it's because I just kind of fancy it. There have always been strong female characters. It's just that they weren't shoved down our throats. Yeah, you had to find them. They were like gems in the rough. The ones that were heavily portrayed, like we talk about 80s action heroes, don't we? About I want to go back up and save it before I go down here because this is just death. This is just room of death. Where are we actually going? Hold it together. Think about it. Okay. So run down here, turn, unlock that, get to this left. Run down there. Yeah. Okay. You know, everybody was a fan of Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Van Damme. They were chugging out movie after movie after movie after movie in the 80s because, well, you know, we don't want to give Sigourney Weaver any of the good parts. But then you give Sigourney Weaver those good parts and she's knocking out those movies like nobody's business. Oh, get that. Whatever that is. Gunpowder. I'm going to leave that for a second because... Go, 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 go. Go, go, go before he gets up. Before he turns around. That's not fair. I should have had that line as well. Yeah, okay. Now run. Now run. Now run. Go. Go, go, go. Oh, you... Just going to shotgun you. And then I'm going to run past you. I was very surprised when I was younger. I'd watch... Oh, right, there's his eye. Okay, up here. I'd watched Alien and Aliens and thought Sigourney Weaver was an absolutely fabulous, amazing actress, you know, up there with Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Was just pow, you know. Linda Hamilton as well in Terminator 2. And then I'd watched Working Girl as well. And there's a sequence in Working Girl, I don't know if any of you have seen it, with Melanie Griffith and Sigourney Weaver and Harrison Ford. And there was a sequence where Sigourney Weaver was laying on the bed and she's broken her leg and she's trying to sell herself she's trying to convince Harrison Ford to get into bed with her. But he's secretly in love with Melanie Griffith's character, and you know, and at such a young age, I it really made me consider actors and actresses. You know, Harrison Ford for me at that point had been, um, is that typewriter? No, had been Han Solo and Deckard. So he's an amazing actor, and then I'm watching him in this movie where he's actually being surpassed by these two female actresses, who I already class as amazing anyway, especially Sigourney Weaver. But at the same time, um, I'm seeing Sigourney Weaver playing not the strong female actress that I'm so used to. You know, she's actually playing this kind of bitchy, kind of two-faced kind of character, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. So I was really careful with watching actors and actresses throughout the years, and yeah, strong female characters were always overshadowed. What's this? Oh, it's a. Can I push this? Push it out of the way. Talking about amazing films, I see Parasite won an Oscar. I thought the Oscars were racist and didn't like anybody unless they were like Harvey Weinstein. SJF. Ah. Okay, that's an elevator. Do I want to go in there yet? Like I've wikied Parasite. Really love the story. I know, obviously, before people start screaming into the comment section, I should watch it because it's absolutely amazing and the camera work. I was like, this is a given. The film's just won an Oscar. Like, I could not watch that movie for 20 years and it won't change the fact that it's a great movie. I want to go back up, but I don't want to go back up. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to go into that elevator. I don't want to go back into the room with that. But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix got up and done his speech about eating less cows, which is great. I mean, he's doing his part, and like he's just gonna keep winning Oscars, isn't he? I haven't seen 1917, but haven't had time yet. Oh man, you just go. It's Sunday afternoon, either Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, 80 bugs. You know, just you got that film, and you really desperately want to watch it. You just set aside that 3 hours and just go. I'm not moving from the sofa for 3 hours. Like next Monday, I'm on half-term holiday, which is like amazing. But obviously, we've got Dylan home, so sending the wife out obviously for brunch with the girls and cinema. And I said to Dylan, I said, look, I'm gonna crash in the front room, bring down some of your toys, and we're just gonna sit in the front room watching films and playing with toys. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, unless you wanna play Xbox all day. If you want to play Xbox, that's fine. Just let me do my challenges first, and I'll sit in the front room watching films all day. Because I just want to, like, I've got a mad thing to watch the Hobbit trilogy all the way through. You know, favorite Joaquin Phoenix movie. You know, Buffalo Soldiers. Buffalo Soldiers was pretty damn good. Walk the Line was pretty damn good. He was great. He's in Parenthood, isn't he? That takes me up to Chief Iron's office, doesn't it? Am I supposed to be coming this way? Yes, I'm supposed to be heading back to the plug room, aren't I? How many plugs do I have to find? 2 more? Have I got to find 2 more? You guys are so distracting me with Joaquin Phoenix and Resident Evil stories. I love it, really, but, you know. I'm expecting something to jump out at me at any point. I'm on it. That's nothing. Can't get down there. That's destroyed. So, okay, up to Chief Iron's office. Yeah. You were never really here with Phoenix was very good. That was really good. I loved his beard in that. He just he. It was when I saw him in that I was like he'll make a good Joker. You know, because he just had this whole dark aspect about him character, which knowing that Joker was coming around the corner, I was like, okay, he could do it. I just need to know how the story went because as we've already noted, um, DC have not had a very good luck with movies. You know. Um, oh, I can get that out. Can I get that out? Put that in there. Um, combo that with no mag ammo. Yeah. Why can't I combine with? Oh, okay, right. Okay, well then I'll just put that back because obviously I don't need that. Oh no, I meant to open the box. Thank you. Store that in there. Right, so we're back in the. Oh, we could close that? No. Right, we're back in the police station. It's so quiet in this police station. It's like really bad. Okay. We're heading back to the plug ring. I get so lost in this game sometimes. Like I can ride my way around the Heartlands, easy as pie. Like I could take a left down Saint Denis and tell you exactly where I was. I'm gonna put that on my list. They did that several times. And sadly, there's still at least one massive pile of explosive underground that could go off at any time. Oh wait, what? Damn. Just reading about explosives in the section. I think it was in the 60s. A lightning strike set off one of those buried piles of explosives. Wow. Beneath Hill 34. Right. I'm gonna head back down here. I am going. Oh right, yes. So I came down here, didn't I? I came down here and he smashed the ground. So, hey Ben Ray, am I supposed to be heading back this way, or am I supposed to go back the other way? Ben Ray will know if I'm lost or not. Like I feel I'm completely lost, but I'm gonna head back to the junction down here. This is where I fought. Yeah, this is where I fought 60-star crap. Look at me, I'm on fire today. 60-star crap. You guys are just, yeah. You're on fire? Look at me, I'm totally on fire at the moment. Right. Definitely can't go down that way. Don't tell me I have to go back through the police station, all the way back round through the... to come back. Nope, nope, he's not jumping down. Okay. Gary's probably watching this like, oh my god, Ian, you're so terrible. You're going the wrong way. I'm like, yeah, I know. I should remember all these places, but I've been away for a week. I'm addicted to Witcher 3 again since watching the awesome show. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be one of those shows that everybody watches again and I never get around to watching. Like, I've seen bits. I just watch my own thing. Like, the wife was watching Colossal last night on Netflix. with Anne Hathaway. That was really good. I've always wanted to watch it, but I just never got around to it. And then she was watching it last night, and then when I got into bed, I flicked it over and I started watching the best jackhammers from Goldberg, because Goldberg is facing the Fiend at the Super Showdown in Israel coming up, which is going to be awesome. You know, everyone's just like, oh, really? More wrestling? It's just like, yeah, more wrestling. Okay, there was a door around here that was... Oh, wait. I think because I've got the key, there was a door down here that was locked. I think the door down there. Yes. It's all coming back to me. Goldberg! Kane versus Predator. Goldberg, as Biggie Langston would say. He's facing the Fiend. I don't think he's going to take it. I think the Fiend is going to destroy him. Well, actually, I think he's going to destroy the Fiend, and the Fiend is just going to keep coming. He's just going to keep getting up, and getting up, and getting up. And it's just going to make people realize how devastatingly powerful they're trying to make the Fiend. And he's going to get hit by the the mandible claw, and that's it. He's going to be taken out. Oh, I have to head back. That's right. Right, take this. Grab this. Yeah. And then yeah, go. Look at that. It's like just waiting. Come on. Just waiting for me. It's like a spawn there. But then again, if he takes it from the Fiend, then it might set up a good WrestleMania. But who knows? Who knows? Ah, what the? I looked at the comment section and then I looked up. It's your fault, 80 Bogs. Ian, I don't care if we just run around in circles. I'm still having a blast. Oh, cheers, man. I got bitten on the leg for that. I got bitten on the leg for that because I wasn't looking. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know where I'm going because I can use these elevators to take the shortcut around. I couldn't use these before. Right. Plug room. I saw somebody mention AEW earlier in the comment section, so just for while I was on the subject of wrestling, I am still watching AEW at the moment. I'm in the most recent episode because the current storyline, you've got Jericho. I want to shoot you badly. Yeah, I'm gonna start pisting you. Jericho is taking on John Moxley for the championship. For the championship. Now, I kind of want John Moxley to take it and start his run, which would be nice. And then it would give Jericho, obviously, time to fall back and give other people maybe a chance to shine as well. Because you've got a hell of a lineup in AEW. Run. Where's that thing? It's just up ahead. A hell of a lineup of different stars in AEW. Like, I'd love to see Kenny Omega have the title. Kenny Omega, even though a lot of people do call him a spot monkey, and there are a lot of spot monkeys in AEW. That's a shout out to Jim Cornette there, who's been talking about them. But we kind of love that stuff. You know, they're trying to be different. Everyone always tries to be different in wrestling. And where's the plugs? Across the way. Across here. Yes. That's what they do. But you want good wrestling matches. So, you know, Kenny Omega versus John Moxley for the championship one day. That'd be good. I'd like to see maybe the Hardy Boys turn up in AEW because, well, I mean, they're not really doing anything in WWE at the moment, are they? But can the Hardy Boys go up against the Young Bucks again? Like, there's no thingies in here. No. Can Jeff and I need to get two more? Is there two more? I know you have to stick one plug into each terminal, but if anyone remembers what plug is where, please tell me. Obtained electronic part. Yeah, well, I did that, didn't I? Okay. There's probably one more place I need to go. Let's get a save on. What time are we on? 10:41. Right. Well, we're probably gonna carry on carry on running around looking for these plugs for the moment, because obviously. Oh, I need to swing back around and get that locker, don't I? For some reason as well, I have Adidas by Korn playing in my head. Hey Ian, quickie before I leave for work, if you don't mind. What movie review, in your opinion, was the biggest surprise? I.e., you thought it would be bad, but it's good, or vice versa. Curse of the Queer Wolf. Um, yeah, Curse of the Queer Wolf. I was very surprised for. Because both Gary and I, as soon as we saw the title, we were like, "Oh God, what the hell have we got ourselves into?" You know, this was a Patreon request. We have to do it. It's going to be the worst, terrible movie ever made. And then we sat down and watched it, and you know, its production was budget, which we kind of expected, which worked for it. And the whole idea behind the whole queer wolf aspect was just so farcical and stupid. My dishwasher's dinging at the moment, if you can hear that noise. It was just so off the wall that you it was awesome. It was awesome. You know, I don't watch Western, but I enjoy listening to people talk about it, things they're passionate about. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I've always been a wrestling fan ever since I was a kid. I want to run past you. I tried to be a football fan, but football just it's always harbored this underlying violence to it that I just can't enjoy. I can never ever enjoy. Um, Rugby as well. I mean, oh yeah. I want to go back the other way, don't I? Rugby, like rugby's a good sport actually. I give rugby a bit more respect than I give football. But still, it's hitting people really hard. People are like, oh, wrestling's so fake. Look at the way they hit people. I'm like, but you like rugby? They practically do the same thing. Just they run back and forth and score points. At least you get a story with wrestling. I'm looking for more plugs, aren't I? Am I? Like I need two more? I think I need two more. I'm gonna go back and look at the plugs. That's definitely a dead end. Oh, stand under, yeah, right there. Right. Have a bit. Just wash your hands for a sec. Right, that's a dead end. There's something in here, so I'm gonna head up here and I'm gonna blast. What's his face in the face? It's like I've known people. I know a guy who plays darts. He talks to me about darts a lot. 'Cause like I said, listening to people talk about how they're passionate about something. You know, come on, turn, turn you up. Okay. Why aren't you? There. Shotgun. Yeah. That makes me feel a lot better now. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Right. Reload. Feeling a bit more like a badass now. After all that. We're not still trying to save Ada, are we, with the electronic parts? Okay. Right, we're back in the tow cable. Back up the ladder. Let's gonna check the notes quickly. That's the plugs. Jazz Festival. Claire's note. I have to take a little detour to help this girl I found. If I don't save her, I hate to think what happened. Oh right, yeah. I'm not doing the plugs. You do the plugs for me. Football doesn't suck. It's just not your thing. Yeah, that's how I stand by it. Football doesn't suck. It's the money they spend on it though is crazy. I think though. And I think for a lot of people, it is the violence that comes around from some of the fans. I've always said, like, I can go to a wrestling event and I can stand next to a guy who is into another wrestler and SZF, and his wrestler could beat mine, and I'm not going to fight him over it. Where I would fear going to a football stadium, depending on who's playing, because somebody might decide to bring a flare and set it off while there's family and children there. It's like, you know, firms. Like, what was the whole aspect of firms? What honor did that bring the sport of football to have teams of people beat the crap out of each other? Um, but then again, in my eyes, it kind of reflected what was already happening um, on the pitch. But isn't it about the same thing? Yeah, we kind of like people just fighting people, don't we? Like, look at cricket. Cricket's a well-violent sport. Right, that's a pawn. So we want to leave that one there. And so we're looking for one for there, one for there. So there's two more. Where the bloody hell would those two be? Ben Ray, where am I looking for these things? Where's my boy Ben Ray? Fighting is a part of hockey. Now hockey's a sport. I'm like, why aren't we all just playing hockey? Because that just answers everything, isn't it? It requires skill on the ice, it requires quick reactions and fast hands, and you also have to be able to fight people who are wearing baggy t-shirts and jumpers and stuff. Like American football as well. I've always seen, like, I'm always quite honored that American footballers have, like, American football has never taken the aspect of becoming more violent. You know, we always laugh and joke about how Americans are so violent or whatever, and yet on the pitch, you know, we got to listen to the coach. Here's the play. You know, the whole aspect of a team mentality. Hockey, I saw a video where a guy took a blade to the throat on a hockey rink, and I was just like, how is he not dead? How is that guy not dead? You know? And then you watch a game of football and you watch somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi or Wayne Rooney or Eric Cantona or Alan Shearer. I'm going back now. That's how old my football goes. You know, and they're tapped and they're like, oh my God, I've hit the floor really hard and it hurts. Oh. But then in fairness, when they're running at like 65 miles per hour and oh, piss off. Yeah, you can follow me down here. When they're running at like really fast miles per hour and somebody does trip their legs, you are going to take a massive crash, aren't you? Right, there must be something else down here then, because it's still red. So I'm going to look. Oh, there was Phil? There was something around here. Yes. A grenade! You mean I ran past those two things? Oh, well, that's completely finished that, hasn't it? Okay. Up a walkway. I think that's the film there. We need to... Yeah. Whew. A maze. Yeah, man. Pinched off artery and neck to stop the bleeding. Hockey is a fight where occasionally a hockey game breaks out. Yeah. And the fact as well, you know what's even better? That's mostly Canadians. We laugh about how peaceful Canadians are. Get them on a hockey rink. Oh, they will kill a motherfucker. Pardon my French. They don't give a shit, you know. You don't hear many fights with Scottish football fans anymore. I think it's because the English football fans ruined it. You know, Scottish fans used to have fun fighting at places, and then English, well, not just English, but more like, you know, like you can't go, if there's a World Cup and you go to another country, you are in fear sometimes that somebody somewhere, like a German fan or a Spanish fan, oh my god, or a zombie behind a door. That happened all at once, didn't it? Yeah, glad I got that on film. Um, you know, it just all kicks off. Right, right. This is all fine. This is all fine. This is all fine. The lower is all fine. The middle, though, I want to get to this upper walkway. That's where I want to go. What are we on? 10:52. Should I stay for another half hour? What should I do? I mean, I'm gonna leave it out for the audience right now while you're watching. I got things to do, but I got 30 minutes I can spare. So if I can get out of it in the next 30 minutes and get to the save point, that'd be great. Or I could save it right now, get back to the save point, save it right now, and I could probably, if I get things done, get back on tomorrow for another episode. Oh, what to do when you're knee deep in the gunk. I just gotta remember where I've got to go. Right, I'm gonna try, yeah, this way. This will take me up to the lower waterway. If you want to talk Genera, it's great to see in an army now when Paulie Shaw dropped the grenade and froze the pin in the army now. Oh man, Paulie Shaw. Now that's a guy I haven't spoken about in ages. I'm a big fan of Paulie Shaw. Like I loved him in Encino, man, or California, man. Clint Marlick was a goalie who took the skate to the throat. Look that shit up. Yes, yes, look it up. You know, and he still and he still carried on for like the whole game. He just kind of pinched off, and didn't they win the game like 74-7 or something? You know, that's how tough he was. That's how tough he was. Right. Okay, stop what you're doing later and keep playing. Come back tomorrow. I know it's all life lessons, isn't it? Right. Okay, I'm back at this section again. So the save point is down there. I'm going to take this as a sign because this will actually give me a chance to actually find out where the hell I'm going. I'll be able to technically cheat later and look to see where the plugs are because the wonders of the internet. I'm going to call, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my stuff done. It's Monday. We've all got stuff to do on a Monday. It's all responsibilities and life and all that kind of stuff. We can't fight the system. We can't fight the signal, Mal. We cannot fight the signal, Mal. But anyway, thank you everybody for squeezing the juice. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning for this video for Resident Evil 2. Obviously, I don't know if you're watching this again when it's not live. So if you are, thank you for watching it all the way through. Love all those little numbers ticking and the lights going through. I am going to go off and get my stuff done. And at least, I'm going to save it again, just so in my mind, it's like OCD, isn't it? You got to do it like 5 or 6 times just to make sure. And then I should be able to get back on tomorrow morning, if not Wednesday. Like I said at the beginning of the video, with everything going on, family emergencies and things like that, life's kind of all up in the air. But I'm so glad I got another video knocked out, got some cool stuff done. Fist bumps to you all. Boom, 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 boom. Hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and good night. Good luck or fingers crossed or whatever. Big up for if you're going off to work or if you've got family to take care of and, you know, all that other stuff. We have all those things to do. I will catch you later, guys.